It's obvious that naming your deck builder a Souls-like is going to garner more attention, but I don't think it's actually misleading, and after spending about an hour with Death Howl, it captures the essence of a Souls-like with all of the necessary elements. Although it might not come in the traditional third-person form factor that we're used to, Death Howl is absolutely deserving of the title. So how can a deck builder be classified as a Souls-like? And I think to truly understand why, we first need to figure out what makes a Souls-like and what are the essential qualities and gameplay mechanics needed. When the term Souls-like comes to mind, you think of dark and oppressive worlds that are full of death and decay, an isolated protagonist facing tremendous odds as they journey forwards on their quest as they face horrific and ungodly creatures. And in terms of mechanic, there's combat that requires more brains than brawn with timing and patience, a bonfire system to restore health and enemies to respawn. Then there are souls that can be lost but also play an integral role in the ability to upgrade the protagonist, allowing you to even the odds. Death Howl tweaks these systems to fit into the deck builder genre. Instead of using souls to augment your strength or intellect, you craft new cards from many different categories. You could also argue that in place of stamina in battle, Death Howl gives you action points in battle to use your wits and decide when to attack and when to defend. In Death Howl, you play as a mother who, after a ritual, has been transported to the spirit realm in a desperate search of her recently deceased son. Exploration takes place from an almost isometric perspective with Diablo-style controls as you click where you want to move, but the combat takes place on a grid with a turn-based system that requires a very tactical approach. Death Howl wastes very little time and instantly provides the player with a rich and atmospheric world. The art style has a gorgeous minimalist approach, the score is haunting, the gameplay is challenging, and the UI is intuitive. The one downside is that I tried to play Death Howl on the Steam Deck, which it does work, but it does require the use of the touchpad in the place of a mouse. Connecting Steam Deck to a keyboard and mouse provides a much more seamless experience, but fully optimizing Death Howl for Steam Deck should be a very high priority for the studio, as having the ability to play deck builders in handheld mode is almost an essential requirement. Combining the terms deck building and Souls-like might seem like a stretch, but after playing Death Howl, it makes perfect sense and it feels wholly unique. The demo does an incredible job of establishing the universe, giving a feel for the majority of the mechanics, and teasing what lies ahead in your journey, including the many biomes that await, and with optimized Steam Deck controls, I look forward to more of this journey through the spirit realm. The best way to summarize Death Howl is to leave you with the words of the director of the three-person team. The loss of a loved one is universal, an inevitable part of the human experience. We've introduced a fresh take on the deck builder genre, combining it with Souls-like exploration, and adding compelling lore to leave a lasting impact. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Video games is a positivity-forward outlet, a place about being good to your fellow gamer and being better to your fellow human. Every single person in the world can make it a better place, and if this sounds like you, I would love to have you as a member of this community, and hopefully I'll see you in the comments. That's all for this video. Hope to see you in the next one.